Welcome back to Off the Desk. At Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Wisconsin, there is a big need for bigs. I recently spoke with the organization's director of philanthropy and the match of the year. That's Haley Vickman and little sister Amaya. And they told us all about the benefits of the program. Listen in.
Big Brothers Big Sisters, we are a one-to-one youth mentoring organization in Northeast Wisconsin. So we serve Brown, Door, and Shawano counties. Last year alone, we served 641 kids with a mentor. We have such an amazing impact that we make on these littles in the community. We match youth. Here you're going to hear from Amaya this morning as well, a little bit about her and Haley's story, but we match youth littles in the community with adult volunteers who we call bigs. They really change the life trajectory of a lot of our kids and make such a long-lasting impact, which really what you'll see here today with their story as well. A lot of our kids, the matches, they go on years past outside of our program as well. So it really is that long-term impact and that relationship that they're making and mentorship as well.
As far as the littles are concerned, did they have to meet certain criteria to be eligible to be matched?
Anyone is welcome to be a part of the program. So no criteria needed. It really is all the kids that are in our program, they want to be in the program, which I absolutely love. They all want to have that big sister or big brother and really have that mentoring relationship.
And that brings us to you, Haley and Amaya. The two of you, you were matched back in March of 2023. So this has been 3 years already that the two of you have been together, and you've had a lot of fun over the past few years. Let's bring up some pictures and talk about some of the activities that you two do together.
That was fun.
That was the first time we both went ice skating together.
Yeah.
That was a fundraiser for Big Brothers Big Sisters that we did.
Oh, that was
That we were at Fire Fitness doing a workout together.
bowling. That was fun with Wyatt and that.
And that was the first day that we met. Look at how much you've changed.
Oh, that was the first day you met?
Mhm.
Oh, that is wonderful. What was that first meeting like for both of you?
It was new and it was fun and I'm glad I met
Nerve-wracking?
Haley. Yeah.
But look at you two now.
Yes.
You've grown together over the years. Amaya, how has this relationship with Haley had a positive impact on your life?
It's had a positive impact on my life. Like, she's helped me become a different person. Like killing people with kindness and that. Like she always tells me that, and also just like being like a person that I always can go to for something. Like if I need to talk to somebody, and just like kind of I can just like get away from my. It's like too overwhelming, and yeah, and she's just always there for me. And yeah, it's
She's
been
your
good.
your trusted person,
Mhm.
your cheerleader, and your encourager, right?
Yeah.
Haley, for you, this match, how has it impacted your life?
I feel like Amaya's made a huge impact on my life. Prior to meeting her, felt like I was just kind of going through the motions. Had 2 small kids at home and just felt like I needed to do something more. So she's given me more purpose in life and given me the opportunity to go out and do things that maybe a typical adult wouldn't just go out and do by themselves. Like going to get air and going to the skate park and stuff like that. So she's given me the opportunity to just get out there and be a kid again, and then also just give me a greater purpose in life.
And really, you've said that Amaya has become part of your family.
Absolutely.
You incorporate her into a lot of the activities that you do as a family, and your kids probably have grown to love her too.
Yes. So I like to call us a big family just because we do our stuff just one-on-one together, but then we also hang out with my husband and my 2 kiddos. And then she also often asks to hang out with my nieces. So she's met a lot of like my extended family as well. And we just have a lot of fun together hanging out with everybody, but then doing things one-on-one as well.
How have you seen Amaya grow over the last 3 years?
For sure. She has grown immensely in height. as obviously as well. She's now taller than me. But she has gained a lot of confidence. Her problem solving skills have gotten a lot better. Conflict resolution skills have gotten a lot better. She's definitely able to handle her emotions a little bit more. There was a time where if I wouldn't show up for an activity because I was sick, she would have some strong emotions, and now she just really knows how to work through those and handle them in a much more appropriate way. But then also knows that I'm going to show up for her whenever she needs me to.
Amaya, when you hear all of the kind words that Haley is saying about you, and also what you've done for her life and her growth as a human being, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good about myself, but it also makes me feel like I made a good impact on somebody else's life that I probably wouldn't think that I would have made, especially an adult. So that just makes me feel good, and I'm also glad that Haley has grown too, and I'm just glad that we're matched.
And stay with us. Part 2 of our conversation is coming up next. We're going to talk about the different types of matches you can choose from and what the commitment level looks like. It's right after the break. Before the break, we heard from the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Northeast Wisconsin's Match of the Year about how the program has positively impacted them. Now we learn about the need for more mentors and what our panel has to say if you're still on the fence.
I would say give Big Brothers, Big Sisters a call. If you have questions, if you're on the fence about it, give us a call. We don't pressure people into this. We want you to want to be involved. So ask those questions, get some reassurance from staff there. All the staff there are wonderful. And just inquire further to gain a better understanding and a better perspective of the program. Chances are there is a program that will fit your lifestyle. Like I said, I think Theo was 2 and Evelyn was 3 when I got matched to Maya, and I've been able to make it work while also working full time. So there's a program option available for anybody, any kind of lifestyle. So just give them a call, ask the questions, and then go from there and decide if it's the right fit for you.
And Amaya, I'm assuming you would encourage kids to get involved.
Yeah, everybody's very welcoming, especially Sarah. She'll help you clear anything.
Oh, that's great to hear. Emily, when we talk about the different types of matches, it isn't just that one-on-one match outside. There's also school-based and other opportunities, correct?
Yes, there are. So we do have that community-based program that a lot of people think of when they hear Big Brothers, Big Sisters. That's what Haley and Amaya are a part of. We also have our site-based programs where we match and bring mentors into the schools. So this could be during the littles' recess, maybe an after-school program, and it could be every week, every other week, depending on their school and the program that they're in. So that's a really great option as well. It makes it so easy for potential volunteers and our current bigs to get involved and be able to go during their lunch hour and sit with the kiddo, play a game, eat lunch with them. So we really do, like Haley said, like we try to make it as flexible and as easy for our volunteers as possible. And also giving the kids an opportunity to make that relationship with their big as well.
For the volunteers, do they have to clear a background check? Do they have to go through any type of training?
Yes. So anytime we have our volunteers that come in, our staff does an inquiry with them, then we bring them in for an interview and really just figuring out how would you best match with a child in the community? So asking their interests, asking what they would want to do with a child, trying to figure out their lifestyle as well and what would work best in those different programs that we do offer. From there, we do our 5-layer background check. We do reference checks as well from maybe family members, maybe a coworker. And from there, we then look at who is on our wait list from a little perspective. So right now we have 116 littles that are waiting for a mentor. And so we take all of those littles and our staff meet and they say, I have X big and then I have this little, and I think they would get along really, really well. They share a lot of the same interests. This is the time that this little needs, and here's the time that this volunteer maybe has. So making sure that it's going to be a mutually beneficial match for each individual.
That's great. You do your homework.
Yes. Yes, they do. Our program staff, they're absolutely amazing, and they really help make the program what it is and make sure that all of our matches are flourishing. And just like Haley and Amaya here, I mean, our staff as well, they connect with each match every single month, making sure that everything's going well, working through different problems that may be going on in the child's life or in the big's life as well. Our bigs get, as you heard from Haley, our bigs get so much out of this program as well, just as much as the littles. So having that constant support and connection, and it really is that stable adult figure showing up in the child's life time after time.
Sure. Now, lastly, in August, Haley and Amaya, you are being recognized as one of Big Brother's Big Sisters Matches of the Year. What does this mean to you?
Yes. So Amaya and I were nominated as one of the matches of the year. So out of 640 some matches we had over the course of the year last year, we were chosen. So it's really an honor to know that out of all of those people that we made the cut, and we are making a difference in each other's lives. And I'm very proud of us.
Me too. And I feel grateful for it, and I feel very happy about it because there were so many matches, and the people thought that me and Haley were like a good one to pick, and that just makes me feel good that our match was very like successful and like just good.
And Emily, I'm sure you're not surprised that they were chosen.
Oh, not at all. These two are such an amazing match, and their story is so beautiful. I mean, Haley, how she incorporates Amaya into her life, and it really is the simple things that she brings them a part of, and even too, as Haley talks about, how she's become part of their family. So I am so honored that we get to recognize them this year because it is so well deserving, and seeing the two of their growth and everything that they do for the program, volunteering at our events, being at our fundraising events as well. They really go above and beyond, and it shows in their relationship.
And my thanks to Haley, Amaya, and Emily for the conversation. And if you would like to learn more about Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Northeast Wisconsin, you can go directly to their website, and we'll also post a link on our website, wearegreenbay.com. Well, coming up, could standard time become permanent in Wisconsin? We'll discuss next.